Hello everyone, so this is a video where I can show you an idea on how to do some Citrix troubleshooting using Ansible. Of course, this can be also done through PowerShell, but I'm trying to do it with Ansible. It's from my point of view, it's faster because I have with Ansible I have an inventory, and if I have an inventory, I can connect to any Citrix farm that I have in my environment without switching consoles or stuff like that. So in this video, I will just run the playbook and show you what I'm doing. So I'm executing this on DDC20. And let's say we have a user that has reported an issue on his VDA. We just type the user. In our case is user 01. So the playbook will use Citrix PowerShell commands to gather some information about the current state of the session. So the user 01 is connected to MCS VDA 02. His session is active. He started his session from through storefront 01, and this is his computer, the name of his local device, and the session is visible, so it's not hidden. Next thing that we just want to see as a Citrix engineer, we want to check, so if this looks okay, we just want to check the machine. So in our case, it's MCS VDA 02, and normally you can use PowerShell commands to check stuff on that machine, or you can RDP into it. But in this video, I will show you how we can do it very fast through a playbook that will gather most of the informations that you will ever need in a troubleshooting scenario. So first it gathers all the users connected to this machine. In our case, we have users 01 and GRADM. So user 01 is using an ICA protocol and the other one is using RDP. Both are active, so this is okay. We also get disk information, used space, free space, and the total amount. We can also get the current read and write speed at that moment. So this is not a history or a 10-minute history. This is the speed, the read and write speed when we executed the playbook. But nevertheless, if the user complains about slow performance, and we see here a lot of megabytes in read and write, then we can identify the issue faster, because if we have here a lot of read and write, then this is the cause of the slow performance. We also get the free available memory on the VDA, and of course the CPU load. So in my case there is no load, but if you see here 98%, then this is another cause of the slow performance. And after that we get a list of all the services that contain Citrix in them, and we have also the state, running, stopped, running, stopped. So the most important one is this one, so the desktop service. If this is up and running, then we are okay. We can also get the information about the RDP service, because this is working together with the Citrix service. So if this is down, Citrix will also be down. We get the date from the machine and the time, because in some cases, if you have a more than 5 minutes difference between the DDC and your VDAs, then they can have some issues, they can become unregistered. And I also gathered the information that in some cases it's also important to know. We gather here the path where the roaming profile of the user is located. In our case, it's the UPM profile, but it's basically the same thing. And then we can do some actions. So we can hide the session. For example, if the user is stuck on this VM and he cannot log in again, then we just hide his session, and when the session is hidden, he can try again and he will receive a different VDA. We can restart the service. We can, I don't know, log off the user. We can create here a bigger list, but I just created a few of them, and I'm only configured the restart service and the hide part. So let's try it with hide. It's the most easiest one. So we just type hide, and then the user's session will be set to so the hidden property will be set to true. And in this case, we can open a second session, and Citrix will not give us an error when we start the second session. So this was basically it. Yeah, let's just quickly check the playbook. The most important thing is this one, and this I'm showing you this because I also want to remember this. So yeah, this is everything PowerShell. So this is just running that PowerShell script to gather all the informations. But this is the important part, because we learned in the first action that we did, we only gave the playbook the username, and then we dynamically learned the host name of the VDA where the user is connected, and this is the task in Ansible where we set effects. So we are declaring the host as an inventory item, so dynamically. So what we type here in this task, it will be learned as an inventory item, and the entire script will be executed on that machine that we typed the name in. And of course we need, for that, because this item will not be in our inventory, we have to declare how Ansible should connect to it, because if we do not do this, Ansible will try to connect to it through the normal, to the default way, through SSH, through port 22, and yeah, in our case this is not a Linux, so it will never work. This is why you have to do this, so that Ansible will use WinRM to connect to that machine. Yeah, basically that was the most important thing. The rest doesn't matter, because those are just normal commands. So this is the thing that you need to remember or to implement if you want to create a similar playbook. And one more interesting thing or useful thing is that if you use Ansible and you activate logging, then you will have in your log, you will have all the actions that you are doing during a troubleshooting, or at least during the execution of the playbooks. And you can go back and see, okay, what was the problem here? He had, I don't know, not sufficient memory. Then what did I do? I just hidden his session. Why did I do that? So yeah, this is another great thing to have such a log. Or if you are a support engineer, then you just after you troubleshoot an issue, you just copy paste all this log, and you will have a very fast way to comment a troubleshooting ticket. You just paste in, okay, look, here is what I've done. Okay, thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you liked this type of video, and please use Ansible in Citrix environments.